from Play to Learn Preschool. We always text out a few minutes before we go live, so if you would like to get an email or a text reminder, there's a link in the video description. You can sign up and we'll just send a quick like, hey, we're going live in a minute.
And it actually means like 20 minutes or 10.
I'm afraid it was like a full 30 minutes today.
There was a reason. We had a few technical issues.
Reed, I forgot to plug the iPad in overnight and the battery was at 0.
So we're on Jamie's phone and it's Jerry rigged up to something. We think it's gonna pop off in the middle of this. So.
Let us know if you can hear us, because we don't know if it's working. Hello, hey Kristen, it's good to see you. Today we thought we would share 5 more ideas for a circle time activities for plants or flowers unit. 2 days ago we did introduce this unit
with real objects.
And that is the most important thing to remember, that whenever we're doing circle time, you want to bring the objects with you to circle time so they can touch them and see them and smell them and experience them in a very tangible way. And so we've been doing that every day. I actually have a funny picture to post to Instagram later today of the remnants of our circle time this morning.
3-year-olds and flowers.
Poof, petals everywhere.
There's leaves and stems and pieces of carnations. It was like carnage.
Flower confetti all over the carpet. But after they've had all those real experiences and we've been touching flowers and planting things in our classroom, then we also have some other ideas for teaching skills and teaching more about plants to our students. So how many do we decide?
5.
5 ideas for you. These are all printables from our plants circle time unit. If you do not have the plant circle time unit, there's a link for it in the video description. We're going to give one away to somebody who comments today. So leave a comment and we're going to pick one at the end of the day and we'll send you the unit. If you tag a friend in your comment and you're the winner, we'll send it to both of you. What do you think of that? So tag your friends, your preschool friends. Anyway, if you do not have the unit or it's not in your budget right now, you don't want to buy all the printables, hopefully, Gemma always says,
I always say there's a way to figure it out yourself. So if you really don't want to buy it, it is easy just to buy it.
It is easy to buy in print.
If you don't want to, or you don't want to use you can just
take the ideas.
You can just write it on a piece of paper, and it's okay.
Our goal is always to inspire you.
Whatever you want,
do your thing.
Draw.
You can draw the pictures.
We can't. We're terrible.
Our goal is always just to inspire you, give you some kind of ideas that hopefully you can take and make work for your own situation. All right, so idea number 1 is to talk to the kids.
Look at us with our technical board.
We'll put it on a piece of poster board for you. That plants are living things, and that everything in the world can be described as either alive or
not alive.
No, we are not teaching our kids to be dyslexic. The camera is on the selfie cam because it's just easier for Gemma and me when we're on together.
Yeah.
When it's flipped so it's right way for you, we tend to
really confusing.
I know it's hard to understand, but we really like bonk into each other and everything. So anyway, the very first lesson that we like to do with our kids after they've had that tangible experience is to talk about if things are alive or not alive. So that's the foundation of learning about plants, right? So we've given them these little printable cards, and everybody in the circle gets one, and they're gonna look at their card, talk about what it means to be alive. Is it breathing, or does it grow? Does it get old? Does it need food and water? And then we're gonna sort it into the 2 columns. So what about a frog? Alive or not alive? Good thinking, it's alive.
I have apple tree.
Apple tree, alive or not alive?
I think it's alive.
Okay. What about a water bottle? Does it grow? Get old?
No.
Do you need to feed it? No, not alive. The things that are tricky for preschoolers, because this seems like it's a really straightforward activity, but especially with younger 3s, is they will confuse movement with things that are living. So we've mixed in some things that move, like the hands of a clock that move, or the cookies that change shape when they're in the oven. Does that mean they're alive because they kind of moved? I think we have fire.
You have all the ones that are not.
No.
I
didn't mix them up very well. Fire is tricky because it has sort of some movement to it. So try to really stretch their thinking and put in some things that might be confusing to them about living and non-living things.
Yeah, I have some animals and small plants. Yeah.
So that was our first lesson. Okay.
We need to remove our high-tech
Us.
thing.
Another fun circle time activity to do with the students. Of course, we always like to incorporate books.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite. It's about a little girl and she wants to grow a flower and she doesn't know what to feed it. So she tries to...
It's called Grow, Flower, Grow.
She tries to feed it. Hold on, I get to one of the pages. She tries to feed it things like pizza. Will it grow? Probably not.
She gives it a dog bone.
Yeah, like
Isn't that so funny?
to try and make it grow.
It's a cute book. We ordered it from Scholastic. The author, I'll put it up in the video description, is Lisa Bruce. And after we read that book during circle time, then we like to sing this cute little song that Gemma wrote. Did you write this one? I think Gemma wrote this song about what plants need. So Mary Had a Little Lamb. A plant's a special living thing. Just write the songs, you don't sing the songs. Living thing. A plant's a special living thing. It makes its own food. It doesn't eat breakfast or lunch. Breakfast or lunch. Breakfast or lunch. It doesn't eat breakfast or lunch. The leaves do all the work.
Okay.
Nice song, Chum.
Okay, so this is the thing that you follow it up with. It's very similar to the Alive, Not Alive, so they should know the format of how this goes. Is it going to help your plant grow? Yes.
She's a lyricist.
It won't help the plant grow.
So we want to know, does a plant need these things to grow? These are probably not sorted out very well either.
No, probably not.
I'll mix them in. So they're going, again, each kid in the circle gets a picture. Does the plant need rain? Yes. How about soda? No.
I think she tries to give it soda.
She does in the book. How about a bone? No. How about a cookie? No. How about sunshine? And so the kids are going to sort things the plant needs to grow
and things that are not going to help it grow.
Another fun activity, and we love to incorporate books.
And that book is so cute. It's really a really good book.
I think it was republished. I think it used to be called Fran's Flower, and then it got republished as Grow, Flower, Grow. So you could look on, I'll leave a link.
She leaves the link.
Then I love to ask the kids one day during circle time, have you ever eaten a plant? She loves your sweet, humble self. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks. Oh, that's so funny. Way to go, Gemma.
You guys are so nice to me.
So sweet. And of course, your preschoolers, if you ask them, have you ever eaten a plant?
They say, no
way.
That's
yuck.
gross.
I wouldn't eat plants. You know, because they're thinking of like their yard or flowers.
Yeah.
And so we like to talk to them about how you actually have to eat lots of plants to keep your body healthy, and that we can eat all of the parts of the plant. And they're usually like, ew, gross. So we will put out a little taste test at circle time with different parts of the plants. So we might say to them, you know, you can eat the leaves.
Which one is that?
Leaves.
It's been a
And we have a little, you know, taste test of some leaves that they can eat.
We haven't got them out now because obviously
it's the end of the day.
But we have some plastic ones, not as tasty.
Here, kids.
But they probably have tried to chew it before, so
gross. We can actually eat the flowers of some plants, like broccoli and cauliflower.
I couldn't find any.
We can eat the stems,
And I have
give them a little
plastic
taste of some
celery.
celery.
Give them some real celery.
We can even eat the roots that come out from underneath the ground, like carrots and potatoes.
I don't have potato, I have an onion.
I wouldn't give that as a taste test.
That would be gross.
The kids would be like, never again.
But you could show them an onion.
Show it to them. You can even eat some seeds, like peas and corn and nuts and beans. And of course, you eat the fruit, which is part of the plant. And so we'll have a little taste test for the students so they can taste different parts of the plant. And then the kids are usually like, go home. You'll never guess what we learned at preschool today. Did you know you can eat plants? And the parents are like, wow, you're so smart. What is next? Behind us? Let me do this.
You want to do that one? Okay.
So another thing that we like to do, especially with our pre-K students, which are the kids who are primarily 5 years old and are getting ready to start kindergarten in a couple of months, is practice concept of word. If you've been in other videos, you know we talk about this a little bit. Concept of word is the understanding that a word is a group of letters with a white space at the beginning and a white space at the end. And I know that sounds so obvious, but to kids who don't understand the difference between a word, a letter, a sentence, a paragraph, understanding what a word is, what that unit of letters is such a watershed event in their literacy development. And so the way to practice is to give them memorized text that they just point to. Just practice pointing to each word. Kids who don't do this well will point to each letter, like flower, right?
Or they'll go
slide. But if you've practiced a lot with pointing to words, then when you do a pocket chart like this, they'll get that essential concept of word practice that they need in order to become readers. So this is a very simple color word counting pocket chart that they can point to practice concept of words. So I'll show you how it works. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna slide it like this. I'll do this for you because we love you guys. Watch here, I'm gonna flip it for you so it looks right. Come on. Okay. Here we go. So the pocket chart looks like this. I see one red flower. And then there will be a pile of flowers and the kids add them to the pocket chart. But the important part, there's two things that they're learning. Whoop. First is to point to each word like I showed. And second, like Gemma's showing, is to count and match the right number of flowers. So, I see 2 orange flowers.
I have my 2 orange flowers up here. I know it doesn't fit quite right, but this way it does.
I see 3 yellow flowers. Kids who do not have good concept of word are going to do this. I see 1 red flower. I see 2 orange flowers. Or if you've been practicing pointing and they don't quite have it yet, it's gonna look like this. I see 2 orange flowers. They can't match their speech to print yet. And so they just need lots and lots of practice pointing to their words as they speak. Okay, I gotta go back so we don't bonk into each other. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Okay. Here we go. Hi, you guys. Remember to leave a comment, and we will choose somebody who's in the comments and send you the plants unit tonight. If you tag a friend in your comment and we choose you to be the winner, you both get the plants unit. So make sure you leave a comment so we know you're here.
Okay, the last thing that we're going to show you is a carpet game. We play this a lot, and the kids often pull it out by themselves too and do it with each other. I wrote this too.
You're so amazing.
I know.
You are a poet,
Crazy.
a lyricist.
I don't know about that.
I mean, like, your talents are never ending. You're not even going to say it? You're
Oh,
gonna-
okay, so I'm going to show you guys. So,
Show you.
we have this printout just so that we can remember it. I'll read it to you in a second. But what I do is I lay it out on the carpet and I have the kids say the number and the color as I lay it out. So, number 1, red. Number 2, orange. Number 3, yellow. Number 4, green. Number 5, blue. This is all going to fall off. And number 6, purple. Obviously, you're not doing it on a surface. It's going to slide.
There are 12 total.
Yeah, we can't fit all of those. And for the younger kids, I only did up to 8 today. But with the older kids, we did all the way to 12.
They're getting good at it.
Yeah. And here's our little bumblebee. Super cute. And you say, I'm a buzzing bumblebee. I love to
Fly and
hide.
hide.
Fly and
Glide.
glide. Can you find a flower where I like to hide? Now this is the trick. Have to get them to cover their eyes. They can put their, I know some people have given us
Turn
tricks for this,
around.
but they do this. And I said, you're not going to be allowed to play with cheat.
Cheaters.
Cheat. I don't say it like that. I said, you have to hide your eyes, or you'll know where it is.
What's on your belly button? And they all look down
they
and
look
quick
down and you
slide
quick
it under.
And then, so then when it's their turn to play, I say, you have to tell me with your words first. I want to choose number 2, an orange.
She's hidden.
They pick it up.
You can tell who the cheaters are
Because they go
because
straight
pick
to it.
first, right? They get it right first. We had a little guy today, God bless him.
He was sitting on my lap while I was doing it, helping.
Totally watching.
Me. He was completely watching. And when it was his turn, so I hit it right in front of him. And when it was his turn, he chose a different color. He knew where it was. Bless him.
He's just picking a different color.
He's like,
just trying to trick you. We love to do circle time activities always that incorporate the students, get them moving. They could, they'd have to sit still, guessing, practicing things like numbers, colors.
at the beginning of the year, they all try and do it at the same time. But now,
They're good.
now they're good. Now they take turns. Everyone knows whose turn it is, and they do really well with it. So don't underestimate them. They can do it.
Hang with it all year and they'll get it. That's it. So, sorry.
That's it.
I'll say the last thing, but this is the last thing.
This is the last thing.
We hope that this has at least inspired you to do a few new plants circle time lessons with your kids. Like I said, you can print the unit. There's a link in the video description, or leave us a comment and we'll pick a winner to send it to tonight. Tag a friend in your comment, and then if we pick you, you can both have a copy of the unit.
I think this one is also in the carpet game
It is.
bundle thing.
So you can either get it in the carpet games or in the plants unit. So, all right, we are not going to be live tomorrow. I am headed.
Don't play with clips.
I'm headed up to Rochester, New York, to do a conference,
We
a
matched
private
today
conference.
too. Look at that. That was the cool.
And right after school, Gemma is going to drive me to the airport. So
Let's hope I'm more focused for that.
maybe I'll drive and just switch when we get there. So we will not have time to do a video right after school. I hope you have a great weekend, and we hope you have fun playing and learning with your kids.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.